Hello, and welcome to this game. We see they got the two teams with brooms down. We're starting very soon. Refs doing his final checks.
Yes.
How do you see this game going?
W-Dala Windows, they are a relatively new team. Sweden as a country has not had Quidditch for a while. They are obviously the underdogs here. Prague Pegasus, team with quite some storied history, but have been beaten a lot here, have lost to Dublin Dragons, have lost to Pressburg Phantoms. They're probably going for this win above all.
Yeah, is this a team? Did both lose their last round? Is that
Yes.
Am I correct in saying that? So both teams will be here with something to prove as we see them go for brooms up. Quick start from the Pegasus player.
Good beat by Uppsala. That was a little too eager by the Pegasus keeper. And the Winktos have... oh, no, they only have...
This is some aggressive beating here from Pegasus, pushing them right at their keeper line.
Yeah, Michael Skacha, that's what he does. But Winktos have both the bludger control as well as the quaffle possession. So, quick handoff left side, diving through, past the Prague keeper, handoff, pass to the hoops. Pass doesn't really get there in time, but there we go. And yes, first blood is drawn by Uppsala here. W-Dala Winktos lead 10-0 versus Prague Pegasus. That's definitely not what the Pragues were expecting.
No, as you say, the younger team here has taken the lead. Been interested to see how Pegasus bounce back. I saw them play yesterday, and they started off slow in both games I saw. They tend to get stronger as the game went on. So let's see if that happens again. So we see them starting their offense. We were told yesterday they like to play a diamond. They like to get the ball behind the hoops to a troll. See them sizing it up.
Good beat here by Uppsala and a good beat in return. Oh no, the beat was not good.
Oh,
and that's the second goal in this game and the second goal for Uppsala. Well, we didn't expect that.
No, not at all. And it was a simple goal. They soaked up the pressure. The beaters were aggressive, made a play, and it was an easy run in for that keeper.
Well, that definitely means some more pressure lopping up for the Pegasus here.
Yeah, as I say, they do seem to be better as teams start to tire, or have to rotate out of their stronger. They seem to have more depth by the looks of things, but yeah, starting very slow in this game, very slow. I think. Oh, sorry.
Run to the right and trying to see if he can find a passing station. Runs a little more, and that ball is easily picked off by Uppsala's keeper with number 17.
Yeah, there's a keeper you don't want to throw over at the moment. There's a kid who looks about 6'4".
Yeah, just the sheer physicality and the fear, tallness, to be frank.
Yeah, making life hard for you. As you see him go behind hoops as well from the keeper. Clearly something they want to take advantage of is that mismatch.
I'm also not entirely sure this tournament has proven how much you can do with a small squad. Dublin Dragons come to mind, winning against Prague Pegasus with half the size. Oh, that was a very... Yeah.
Bit of confusion there from the beaters beating their own player.
Confusion by the beat, and that will result in a Pegasus ball. Unless the Uppsala beaters come there first, and it is Winktos' ball.
And there's no bludgers in, so all it needs is a strong drive, finish it off.
And that is 30-0. This game has been going on for about just 3 minutes now, and Winktos are already on the swim threshold.
Yep. Good play there by number 8, Honzo, getting bludger control back for the team.
Yeah.
See what they can do now. I heard yesterday that they really like having bludger control. That's when they do most of their damage, is where they feel comfortable. I guess most teams do, but
I was going to say that is undeniably true.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some teams who really thrive under the classic immunity play of just having the other team have bludger control and just using immunity to their full advantage. A good try here by the number 4 of Pegasus. That's Adam Sirucek, but the ball was already hopelessly lost. And it's keeper ball. Well, inbounding and then keeper ball. Winktos.
Yeah, I mean, over the immunity rule, just thriving off of chaos, right? So just sending in your beaters for trades and thriving off anything that comes after that. But we see them lose control after that offense as the Swedish team attack again. Good drive there, good pass.
Good hand off.
No bludgers.
No goal.
Shot, good contact there from number 4.
And that ball is going back into the Czechs' hands.
The new inbounding rule: if the ball goes off of the sidelines, then you have to run it back in. It's turnover to the opposing team.
It's sometimes enforced a little too strictly, I feel, because Quidditch has a more fluid structure than like basketball for something. But, well, it'll probably evolve. A good drive here by the Pegasus. No beaters here in time yet for Uppsala.
Yeah, it seems to be.
And that is the first draw for the Pegasus. Prague Pegasus 10, W-Dala Winktos 30. That was a very, very necessary goal for the Czechs.
Yeah, they needed that, and that'll be a confidence booster, and I hope they can kick on from there, because it's shaped up to be quite an interesting game on paper. It seems like the players are having a bit of a struggle with holding the ball. I mean, these are lovely conditions we've got here.
That's true, yeah.
They seem to have it tucked, and it's affecting the way they can finish. They have to think about getting it out. It's really easy for a player to wrap them up, as we see a loose pass go over.
Yeah, it was a good idea, but frankly, execution wasn't up to speed. And the ball is in the hand of the Pegasus once again. Bludger control is still, well, now it is with the Winktos, so there's probably... Pegasus really do seem to need the bludger control.
Yeah, and I think we'll see them when their beater comes back in, try and go for it as well. But what I notice is it's leaving their quaffle carrier isolated, and that's when they get into trouble.
It was a nice pass, couldn't keep it in her hands though, and the ball turns over to Uppsala, who now uses opportunity. But there's one beater there. Can she? Oh, is beat.
Beaten, needs to turn up. I think teams look afraid to use their physicality in this game. There's some big players out there, especially on the Wingdos, and they're scared of getting into contact or taking a hit. And really, that's all they need to do.
I mean, it's something that a lot of like younger or teams from regions with fewer teams often have, that the physicality of the aspect of the game is sometimes underrated, because you don't want to like scare your new players off right away by just tackling them all the time. So it's kind of like sort of like a situation with no real alternative.
Yeah, no, of course. And it'll come. These tournaments are great for them because they'll learn and they'll experience, especially watching some of the German teams here with the tackles they put in. So we see the Pegasus beater get it out wide, the miss beat.
Good challenge here by the Winktos, and the quaffle will go back into the Swedes' hands and into the keeper ball. Into the keeper's hands. Into the keeper ball is not a thing.
We see a call on the play. I missed it. I was watching the quaffle, but we've got I believe we've got a ref mic on this game, so they'll tell us, and we'll all be in the know-how. Looks like it's going to the Pegasus beater here. Should get confirmation of an illegal contact call here.
Yellow card for Pegasus beater 28 for contact from behind.
Yeah, contact from behind. Sort of a classic beater card. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, beaters turn a lot, that turn their back into contact and whatever. I just reminded the score here is 30-10 to the W-Dala Wingdos, beating Pegasus, Prague Pegasus. As we see a quick offense with no bludgers coming in, using the tall guy to good use. Needs to back himself there, though. But the passing game works off.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That was a lovely goal, yeah.
40-10 for the W-Dala Wingdos from Uppsala, 10 for Prague Pegasus.
And that was the nicest goal we've seen so far this game.
With other Nordic countries, I'd probably say something like, well, they are a handball country or something, but I'm not entirely sure Sweden is that good at handball.
No.
Like, I know from Denmark and Norway and Iceland, but not sure about Sweden.
Yeah, they're mad for it in Denmark. When I went,
that was a two-arm from behind and a goal. Yeah.
How do you feel about sort of a no harm, no foul that can be made? I mean,
technically this doesn't really affect much because, well, the yellow card is on her resume now, but she is on pitch since the foul was before the goal.
So
I don't know.
Yellow card for Prague number 2, illegal contact, 2-arms tackle.
And from behind.
It'll be interesting to see how this new MLQ rule kicks in with the 3 yellow cards. I mean, it is so easy to get cards in Quidditch.
That's true. That's true. I'm also not a big fan of like. There's also a reason why yellow-reds normally are not a ground for exclusion of one game, like they would be in football, but they're not in Quidditch, because it's just easy to get a stupid yellow card that really doesn't affect no one.
Exactly,
so,
exactly, and it almost by accident as well. Like, there's a beat there from the
massive
windows.
beat. Yeah.
And left one bludger, beat out.
Oh,
no
good
bludgers
beating
now.
here.
And a dunk, putting the style on.
60-10 for Windows against Prague Pegasus. Yeah, why haven't we shown this team sooner is now my question.
The tall guy's having a great time at the moment. He's really using his just sheer physical nature over everybody in the team.
And yeah, Michael Skacha, playing head coach of the Prague Pegasus, immediately went for the timeout. Understandable.
Yeah, I mean, it was their mistake on that play that caused. They got too carried away with trying to beat out the quaffle carrier.
Yeah.
Completely switched off from the beaters and just got left in the dust, really.
It is a good question. What can Prague do here? They have to get their focus back in the beater game, and probably like their chaser game sometimes seems a little hurried as well. And especially they gotta find a way to get those big physical Swedes out of the way for some reason. And, well, to quote something that they'll all enjoy, I've been told the team is comprised of a lot of metalheads. Extreme situations demand extreme consequences.
Yeah, I mean,
that was a Napalm Death album for all you uncultured swine out there.
If you're asking me, I think the synergy between the beats and the chasers needs to up. At the moment, because they don't have control and they really want it, their beats are just going off doing their own thing, leaving their quaffle players very isolated, and they're just throwing panic throws, which is really easy for Wingdos.
There's also some weird positioning by their chasers sometimes when they get to the hoops, like 3 people standing next to each other, not really doing any blocking or anything, but just like standing there. Yeah, the Prague do have a lot of new players, but there's vast room for improvement right here in this game at the moment, and I know they can do better.
Yeah, they need their experienced heads to step up and take a bit of control on pitch. I mean, it could do with having more experienced keeper, maybe just telling the chasers literally where they should be and where to go. Really just organise it like a chess game.
Well, that beat was certainly a start.
So no bludgers on this, but they've gone for the pass, and Wingdos have got enough time to get them back in.
Yes.
So we see the first reset there from Pegasus.
Not even sure they realized it was a reset. Michael Skacha making some massive beats here. Yeah, but no, that ball goes nowhere.
And that's what I was talking about earlier, about backing yourself with your physicality and just trying to go through a player rather than getting yourself wrapped up and throwing a wild ball.
Absolutely. I could really see number 23, Ivo Golaj. He could drive through basically everyone here. Like, it's true that the Does have a lot of big, tall guys, but the thing about big, tall guys is their center of gravity is so high, it doesn't take much to tackle them down.
Yeah, and they're quite prone to giving away fouls as well, just because the height of the body and as we do see a foul here.
We will hear the foul in a second.
That's a yellow card for number 97, W-Dala, for maintaining contact after being beat, which has prevented probably this goal.
So this should see the quaffle turn back over. It's a yellow card. And Pegasus will get a second go at it. There are no bludgers in play at the moment. Oh, no, there is behind hoops. I apologise.
Yeah.
But we've seen number 97 Pegasus being really aggressive, so maybe they can just...
Yeah, Michael Skacha will just run and just... Michael Skacha is known to love to... Oh, I don't know what... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Trying to get the bludger control back. Getting it back for a second at least.
I think that was a catch by number 88. I think the AR's missed one there. He's in his...
A lot of beats here. Michael Skacha wrecking stuff, and that is finally Prague Pegasus 20, W-Dala Wingdos 60. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what they have to do. Maybe a little more coordinated, but Skacha creating chaos certainly works here. Yeah, even though they lost the bludger control again.
With the Wingdos sitting so deep on their own hoops, just getting that aggressive and getting people moving out of the way is not a bad way to go with this.
Skacha is also one of the veterans of this Prague team, so Yeah, basically veterans stepping up. They're doing what you told them to.
Yeah, and we see the Wingdo's massive keeper come off now. See if that affects their quaffle game in any way. And Pegasus get the stop here.
Yes, and Pegasus in full beater effect here, but they can't get the bludger control back. But not for lack of trying here. So Pegasus has definitely turned up the aggression level, at least on the beater play. They've turned it up.
Yeah, and it looks like it's really energized their sub box as well. We hear the chants coming over. They look up for it again all of a sudden.
That could have been a tripping. I doubt it was intentional.
Yeah, it certainly was intentional, but it certainly was a trip.
It was certainly effective as well. That is a good one, and can they do it? And they can, yes.
Great.
Prague Pegasus 30, W-Dala Wingdos passing around the hoops, getting the beaters in a confusion, and we have a short stoppage for injury.
A great bit of awareness there from number 19. It's the first sort of calm pass I've seen all game from them, and it results in a goal which gets them back into swim range.
Yes, that will be the important factor here, what they want to get out of that timeout. I think Klara Slaba was that. I think she probably could have made the goal herself, but decided to pass it off again to the veteran. Well, it became a goal, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So it looked good.
More power to them, I guess.
Yeah, no, it really looks like the timeout has helped them. I don't know what was said in there, but whether it's just Wingdos are getting a bit tired now, and as we said, they seem to thrive in the second halves of these games.
Yes. Maybe this is one of those points where the small squad size does come into play. It didn't help Prague against Dublin. It might help them against W-Dala.
Yeah, so they got, by the looks of things, 12 players with them this tournament, 12 or so. And it does play an effect, especially late on day two, or sort of midway through day two when you play 4 or 5 games.
It strangely doesn't seem to affect Dublin that way, who seem to be getting better as day 2 goes along, but maybe that's the Irish for you.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's the Irish attitude. But those legs start to hurt after a little bit, especially when you've been shuttling a lot.
That bludger is going nowhere.
And certainly if we see the big keeper come back on as a chaser this time. Oh no, as keeper, sorry. But
but they still have it, and it's a goal. 30-70, that's definitely what W-Dala needed right now. The game was going a little bit into Prague's hands. Definitely stopping the Czech momentum here a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like their keeper, I'm trying to look up his number for you. Is it number 17? Forland? He seems to
Possibly,
be he seems to be the difference maker for these. They look much better when he's on the pitch.
Good dive here by Pegasus, challenging for the quaffle, not giving it up, but the W-Dala beaters will be there quicker, and it will be the Wingdos ball. And it will be a Wingdos counter attack here.
Great fake pump there.
And that's it. Prague 30, W-Dala Wingdos 80.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say before those last 2 goals when it looked like Prague were getting back into it, is Wingdos maybe look to slow the game a bit down a bit. They're in the driving seat at the moment, and if they are starting to tire, then that would be certainly the right thing to do. But as it is, we seem to still have these teams running up one way and running back the other, and
yeah. Also, there is a difference between like having some subs and having no subs, like basically no subs like Dublin. You can rest your key players, and if you fall behind, it's not the problem. It's your second line. But when the key players are well rested, yeah, that waffle goes back into the Swedes' hands. Good block here by Pegasus, but there's no one there.
Oh,
nice pass.
One of them needs to bat themselves.
Good block by the Czechs, though. This is not. Oh, and that is. Good save here, good challenge by the Pegasus.
Yeah, we see some great scrappy hoop defense there from them.
Making the best out of a bad situation, I guess, here.
I did think number 17 would just go it alone and dunk middle hoop, but he went for the pass, and the pass worked out initially. Just a bit of poor handling.
It did give Pegasus just enough time to make something out of that, yeah.
Yeah. And it goes back again. They just need to back themselves a bit more physically, and yeah, it'll come with time, it'll come with experience.
But as we are talking, Pegasus have gotten the bludger control. That ball will probably go out of bounds. Oh no, they can manage to scoop it up. Well, try to pass it to the referee. Referee's not going to take a ball. And keeper ball, W-Dala Wingdos but the Pegasus, they have the bludger control now, and we've been over this. They like to have that thing.
Yep, and they're back to where they were before at the timeout, 2 behind, and they've done it once. Who's to say they can't do it again? Great beat there from number 46. Gets them back bludger control for the Windows.
And the bludger control is back with the Pegasus. Oh, missed step here by number 30, who is beat out pretty immediately. And now it's Prague's show. Let's see what you can do for us.
What I will say is normally in these sort of lower tier games, we don't see as many balls thrown from the beaters as we're seeing today. And it makes it a little bit more exciting for the teams.
And a try here, and yeah, that goes through 40-80. Well, that's basically what Pegasus needed.
Yep.
They've got the bludger control.
Yeah, like the bludger trading is off the charts in this game at the moment. It just seems like the beaters are very preoccupied with each other. We see no bludgers at all for the Windows, and if see if they'll press this, and they do, resulting in a turnover.
Good beat,
If
and
there's
now it's
awareness,
keeper ball, and
they
there is
might be
no
able to
bludgers.
go.
This is,
See?
if there's any way to drive this for this man, then it's now. And, well,
Going the long way
makes
around.
a miss. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have driven it through right away. Oh,
Ooh.
throwing
He
the
got the decision his way. I'm not sure why he's so angry. It seems to be a Quidditch problem in general, I suppose.
Yes.
But I know that I saw it, and I know the beaters there for Pegasus are complaining. A Windows beater had a ball in hand and kicked another bludger.
Yeah. That's a Greek mistake. I think we might have the referee decision now in a second.
So this is a yellow card for number 17 keeper of Uppsala for grabbing the arms broom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought there was certainly a beater
Yeah,
foul
the
there.
assistant refs are already on their way to the head referee, so maybe we'll see the second decision as well.
Discussing it now. Could be a double card here for.
Yeah, that would mean. Oh yeah.
It looks like we're going to have our theories confirmed.
So it's a blue card for number 10 of Uppsala for interacting with 2 bludgers at once.
Yes.
So interestingly, if Pegasus get the hoop here, only the keeper will be allowed to re-enter the field. The beater will have to wait.
Yeah.
the
And
full
that's
time.
also like sort of a banality, but if you have a person out you'd prefer to be a chaser than a beater, well, in this case they got both.
Yep.
Which definitely gives Prague a bit more of an open window into this game. Automatic bludger control. This goal will go through, so Uppsala's keeper will probably. Oh, okay. The goal is from
Resetting
further away.
part of the
Okay,
foul,
well, that's
but-
technically this definitely gives Uppsala a chance here
Yeah.
to prevent this goal from happening. But I'm sure they'll take it just to get their keeper back. And I mean, it's still 50-80 is still the swim threshold. So
Exactly. So
yeah.
we see. Well, if they get it, Pegasus will get right back into this game. Great
And
attempt.
there we go. 50-80. Good try on the beat there by the Winktos. Well, a little too late.
So yeah, another comeback here from Prague. Let's see if this is a little bit longer lasting. Another call on the play. Oh, I hate this rule.
Yeah,
I hate
we
this
all do.
rule.
We all do. Well, she hates it as well, as you can see from her body language.
Punished for being too nice, unfortunately.
That's a blue card for number 2 Prague Pegasus for illegally interacting with a dead quaffle.
Yeah, Yara Shupova. Yeah.
I get the idea behind it, right? You don't want teams in high-stake games trying to sort of, stop a counter-attack
Yes,
or whatever. But in
absolutely.
those situations, that is the epitome of no harm, no foul.
Yeah. Which still is a rule that sort of trumps most any other rule, so that's probably a card you could be like, yeah, especially in a game like this.
Yeah, just go with the fun of the game, but hey ho, maybe it'll get changed eventually. I think it should.
It probably should. Uppsala take their time out now with W-Dala Windows. Game time is 15-20. Prague Pegasus 50, W-Dala Windows 80. I'm guessing that's a timeout the Pegasus also won't mind.
No, I imagine they would have wanted it, especially as they're now they've got the momentum with them after the scoring 2 goals with no answer.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why the Windows have called it, or maybe they're just tired and they need that little
Probably.
extra
And
break.
also, it's like, as always, a snitch on pitch swim game is always a concern in situations like this. So they might be discussing what to do with quitch on pitch. I can't talk anymore. We're snitch on pitch in this situation as well.
Yeah, it's just the timing that seems funny on that one. I mean, we're still 4 minutes away. You'd probably try and leave it later. It's smart if they've called it stop the momentum, then this is a really smart timeout. We'll see how they come out of this.
I mean, the blue card certainly helped to stop Prague's momentum at least a little bit in this game as well. So
yeah, of course.
That might have been overkill, but I mean, it's a small squad. Any timeout is probably, in general, a good idea.
Yeah, it comes about halfway through the game.
Yeah.
They're still waiting on their beaters to come back in, though. I imagine, 30 seconds away from that?
Well, Uppsala certainly in no hurry here.
Keeping it calm at the moment. Obviously, with 1 beater against 2 armed beaters, it makes it a difficult task anyway. Passing it well around, though. I can't speak anymore either. Passing it around well, though.
That's the beat that Pegasus needed, and that's the turnover Prague needed.
Needs to watch out for the beater here.
There.
Oh, they've got their beater back in as well.
And he seems beat is missed. Pass in front of the hoops and now drive it through. And, well, can't argue with the shot if the shot worked. 60-80 for Prague. For Prague.
That was number 78, Charlie Simos Zaind. He seems to be the one who gets the goals for the team. Obviously, probably, I don't know, maybe their best Quaffle player so far, I guess.
Yeah. And one of the few Greek Quidditch players. He's
wow,
I never knew. Sadly, so far we have not been able to get teams started in Greece. It's sad. If a Greek team were here at the tournament, they'd have a field day just by the name Malaka Vikings.
Yeah, I've heard about this. I probably shouldn't mention it.
We probably shouldn't mention any more about it and watch the Winktos trying their counterattack here.
Yeah, although we talk about the Greek team, this is how it starts, right? You go and play at another country,
Absolutely,
and you bring it home, and then hopefully he starts. So hopefully we will
Oh,
see.
a very good save by him. Good challenge on the ball here.
Great
One
kick to
kick is
get
fine,
past.
but that's it.
Still no bludge on the play, so if he can wriggle through the tackle, he's got a free run. Goes for the
Pass to the side.
Wasn't a
Can't
bad
keep it in, but it's still Prague's ball. Uppsala player here, though, trying. Yeah, and the Quaffle is back in the Swedes' hand. And also on the field is a snitch from Poland, Karol Pawlowski. We probably know him if you've ever seen Polish Quidditch. Head coach and beater for Krakow Dragons. Yeah, that's...
And a good snitch at that.
Good snitch runner, yes, absolutely.
So we both teams are back to their full sixes. Both players are back on after their cards. Yeah, it was a good idea there from the Pegasus keeper. Just a slight fumble and the pass wasn't quite to hands.
And another kick. He likes those kicks. But I mean, he can't argue with his results.
Yep. It's a free run here. Will he go through? Will he go for the pass? He's gone for the pass. Good catch there with one arm.
And it worked! It worked! Prague Pegasus go closer again, 70-80, the new score. And, yeah.
This is huge as well, as the Seekers are on pitch. Makes it a catch to win.
Absolutely.
So we're 80-70 here. W-Dala to Prague. As we see, Wingdos score again with the open field with no bludgers.
An almost catch at that.
Okay. So it looks as though the beaters have not committed to the snitch. We see this in high-level games where you'll send your beaters to snitches. That's the most important. It ends the game. It wins the game. You want that really badly. So it's making it hard at the moment for Pegasus to get some goals. They're being aggressive with it as well. But we see it back with 78. Deflects the bludger and has it out wide. Looking for options though. He can go it alone. There's a beater in behind, so he needs to be careful. Great tackle there from the Wingdos. Stops all momentum for Pegasus and they get the ball back.
Pegasus also have regained bludgeon control, which means Michael Skacha, who's also seeking, in addition to beating, has free range on the Snitch Runner now, pardon me. And yeah, these two, Snitch Runner and Prague Seeker, they know each other pretty well. They're having fun with this right now. Well, one more than the other.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with number 24, Haikila. I probably pronounced that horribly wrong, but that was her great tackle there that stopped the Pegasus drive, and she's looked really, really solid as she's come on.
And another chance here for Michael Skacha, alone with Karol, the way they like it.
So we see Pegasus here with the ball. The keepers have made a sub, so we now have, when I see the number 23 on for Prague. And then we see another counter-attack here from the Wingdows. Nice open run straight through.
70-100. That means Uppsala brought it back to the threshold again. So Prague catch would mean overtime. It does seem Michael Skacha does not want overtime. He wants to win. He's defensive seeking. Which
is surprising, really. You'd think you want overtime against the team with not very many people. To be tired.
Yeah.
Bit of
and
clarity.
there he goes back to the offensive again.
Also, overtime's better than the risk of not
Absolutely,
winning.
yeah, it's true.
If Prague can get hoop here, it'll be big for the game. Get the momentum back. Great pass.
Oh, sadly couldn't catch it.
We see the Wingdows beaters are getting very aggressive in this snitch on pitch. They just seem to have a free roam and go as much as they want.
Wingdow Seeker Ash is now also giving a massive challenge, but there is one Michael Skacha in his way.
Yeah, no beaters again for Wingdows. If they can get the goal here, they'll go out of range.
70-110. Uppsala is out of range again. This definitely changes the situation for Prague a lot.
Yeah, I wonder what they'll do here. Will they try and get their experience 97 back on into the beater game? It's where they're getting killed at the moment.
They will have to score above all. So,
yeah. It just looks like they need some someone to come and take the beater game for them.
It's also certainly possible they don't have anyone else they trust on defensive seeking, so they're keeping Skacha in the seeker position, even though they really need him at beating right now.
Yeah. Pegasus.
Good steal here by the Pegasus beater, though.
Getting themselves bludgeon control and a drive from. Just under the. Is it just under the hoop, that shot? We're seeing a call on the play here. Do you see anything that looked? What's happening here?
Was not good, apparently.
Yeah, I think the shot went under the hoop. It kind of, I think, from an angle maybe looked.
Oh, Scar's good. Okay, Scar is good. Is good.
Look, it did look no good to me, but we'll trust the refs here. Sorry, yeah, we'll trust the refs here.
Yeah, 80-110 for Prague. That makes things a little more comfortable for them, although not, well, not wonderful sofa comfortable, but more like, well, at least we got rid of the glass shards.
Yeah, they'll be trying to get a stop here, and if they can stop the Wingdows from scoring, they'll feel a lot better about themselves. Wingdows are being patient here with their offences. A lot of their offences come from quite quick counter-attacks, but obviously they've got the awareness. They know that they can't afford to let the Pegasus get back in the game. This game's been a lot more exciting than I originally anticipated. 2 comebacks from Prague.
Absolutely, and let's remember, we were expecting this to be a relatively one-sided affair with Uppsala taking a beating here, but they've held their own. They're in front, and it's possible for them to win this.
Yeah, I worry about the seek here for Prague, though. Been on for a long time now.
Yeah, and
we see a hoop.
Goal Prague. If you're captured, if you're challenged, well, sometimes you have to go through the hoop yourself. That's what they did. Prague Pegasus 90, W-Dala Wingdows 110.
Yeah, they must really not trust anybody else on the Seeker game here. It's a tiring part of the game.
It's also certainly possible. Sometimes you see that with coaches. I need to do this one thing myself. That can sometimes, might sometimes not be the best idea, but the coach has the final say. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the secret rotation of the Pegasus. I suspect you don't either.
No.
Not in detail, at least.
I'm just surprised. Like, you need to be as peak performance as you can when you're seeking. It's so pivotal.
And it's a thankless task at that as well.
Yeah, and it's...
Oh, almost! Oh, no.
Seconds could affect it, right? Like, you literally the snitch for a second and they can catch. So, the fact they don't have a sub, they don't seem to have a sub in the box ready. As we see, Pegasus score again to bring it into 1.
100 to 110, maybe the overtime. Maybe what you said about the small squad is proving to be right here more and more, that the small W-Dala squad is paying dividends.
There's no bludgers here for W-Dala, so they can get a good drive through here. Missed shot here, but then the tall keeper with the pass to number 24.
Lovely goal.
Yeah, that went in. I think that went in.
Everyone says it went in except for one assistant referee. Well, okay.
Yeah, I think the ref saw it very clearly.
Yeah.
So great goal there from 24, was it?
Yeah, number 24, that was Hekilja.
Yeah, we were singing her praise with a tackle earlier, and she goes and helps her team on offense as well.
Yeah.
Another no bludgers drive here for Wingdozers.
Oh, good challenge here by the Pegasus, but not enough. And 100 to 130, we're on the swim threshold again.
And literally as quick as that, we're back into overtime range.
Yes.
They need to keep the concentration levels up here, Pegasus. They just got themselves back into the game, back onto an almost level footing. And, a slack pass there really is not helping them.
It is sort of strange that the more experienced team seems to be showing a lot more nerves than the younger team, which you'd normally think would be the one to show more nerves. But
Yeah, I don't know what the level of competition's like in their own countries.
I can talk a little bit about the Czech Republic. They have 5 teams. They do not have a league system yet. There was talk about 4 teams. There was talk about Prague Pegasus joining friendly games of the Central European Quidditch League. That sadly did not pan out. So there is some competition there. There could probably be more competition for Pegasus. But yeah. And the Swedes, I think they have 3 teams, and they have their Swedish Quidditch Cup. I think it might have been Wingdos, it might have been Gothenburg, I can't remember clearly who played at Northern Cup.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a little bit of competition for both of these teams.
It just depends on what the quality of that competition is as well, I guess. As you see, Wingdos, and they are out of range now.
Prague Pegasus 100, W-Dala Wingdos 140. Wingdos have switched their seeker to number 90, I think. We don't have a 90. So
30.
Oh, sorry. That is guessing. We do not have proper names by the Swedish team. So apologies for just rudely referring to them by just their last name.
That sounds very proper.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah. And another missed pass here from the Pegasus. They're really shooting themselves in the foot at the moment.
But good challenges here, but not enough. 100 to 150. This game is going out of the Czech squad's hands.
Yeah, they're gonna. It's even harder in swim to bring yourselves back into it. So they're gonna have to really rally to have any chance. I think here. I think we're seeing a team start to sort of set a sense in. It might take the snitch to go down to his 1 arm or 3rd handicap. Yeah. But I think we're looking at a W-Dala win here at the moment.
I mean, the longer this game goes on, and it does not really seem like the situation, the beater game, Prague is back on that one again right now. Well, and as I say it, all of that goes out the window, and we see another Uppsala score. Prague Pegasus 100, W-Dala Wingdos, Uppsala 160.
Yeah. Great aggressive beater play there by number 88 for the Pegasus. They don't have an 88 on our sheet, so apologies for the name there. But yeah, it was a really good play from him. He got out to the ball carrier, made the beat, and it left it an easy finish for his chasers.
But yeah, it does seem like either Prague do something spectacular, or it's just a matter of time until Uppsala find the time and the pacing. And good beat here by the number 8. Ball goes back into Pegasus' hands. Yeah.
24's physicality there, great. Strips the ball, has the run on the hoops, but doesn't back herself to get past the player.
Yeah, number 24 is another stellar example, I think, at the moment for the classic thing we say about Quidditch, the sport where like a 45-kilo woman can take down like a 2-meter guy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's definitely like if you play it like her, no one's gonna scare you.
You see her line up with a keeper double the size of her, and she's the more physical one. It definitely goes to show that it doesn't really matter.
Another Uppsala score here. Prague Pegasus 100, W-Dala Wingdos 170. I'm sure Prague would love to take a second timeout right about now.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They took theirs quite early, and it was much needed at the time, but just how it goes.
That's the thing, though. I mean, that timeout, it was right to take it there because it got them back in the game. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and yeah, we never know. If they hadn't taken that one earlier, then we might be the situation where they're 150 to 50 right now.
Yes.
To Windows. So it's as much as they need it now, they did need it at the time. There's a no blood. Oh no, there's a taking it chill. The keeper's taking control.
Windows are keeping their leaving their seeker alone right now with the snitch runner.
Yeah, probably smart. Like if you're ahead and you're in the driver's seat, you just want to keep going, keep pushing.
It also means your seeker is helpless, so
Great
you
pass.
really have to.
So great pass there from the keeper. Shame about the catch, but good vision for a player who's.
Michael Skacha is not here to make friends right now. He's angry, beating out everyone inside, whether it's necessary or not. And it's working. It's sort of working, I guess. W-Dala do not seem as calm and collected as before.
Oh, great beat there from 46.
Enough for that beat, yeah.
See how aggressive they're going to be here, W-Dala. They certainly don't look like a team with lacking in numbers. They're keeping their pace right up.
Absolutely, all of them. They seem fit. They don't seem tired at all.
Well, they lead a healthy lifestyle in Sweden.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Shows you that social democracy. Oh no, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I mean, I can, but I probably shouldn't. And a one-on-one with Seeker and Citron again. Well, that was fun while it lasted for the break of a second right there. But Pegasus defensive Seeker is right back there and getting physical. But W-Dala's Seeker is getting physical as well. So really stretching the boundary of Seeker rules here of how much contact is allowed for Seekers.
That was just a push.
Yeah. Switches out before anything happens.
But I mean, it'd be interesting. I mean, obviously, 24 here with the drive. Strong push there from the little pop pass out from the.
Oh, massive challenge here by Pegasus keeper. And with no beaters in play, this will probably mean Pegasus keeper ball again. Oh, good catch here by Michael Skacha on the beater game. Oh, good catch by the number 88 of Windows.
Gets his team back under control. I mean, that's scrappy defense from Pegasus there. We've seen it a couple times. It's just a shame they couldn't get it maybe 2 or 3 more times. And if they had, then certainly the momentum of the game would be different.
Yeah. Right now is one of those examples in Quidditch where sometimes it can really happen that there's too many things happening at once. The Chaser game was exciting, the Beater game was exciting, and the Seeker Snitch game, well, Seeker game would be the technical term, I guess.
Yeah.
All got exciting at once at the same time. Any team that can keep their calm and that can...
See a drive here from 47, driving straight into the keeper and getting beat. I was going to say before that a whole melee of excitement about, I mean, obviously the Windows will know who their best Seekers are, but maybe trying to get the tall guy on, use his long arms to just reach around or just trying something different. It seems like they're sort of plugging away at this Seeker, but not. Oh, that was a close catch. Close there from the Seeker. As we see Pegasus clear him out. Slow ball here from the Pegasus. Sort of going sideways at the moment as the keeper subs off.
Yeah, needs a much needed rest probably. He's been on pitch for a while now as well.
Yeah, he put a massive stint in the middle to get the team back in with any chance. So no one will knock him for wanting a break.
This is a good drive opportunity for the Pegasus. They pass it off though. Almost get the rebound here, but no. It's Uppsala's ball again.
Yeah, the keeper looks tired and the pass slightly underthrown. And yeah, I think contrary to our own predictions, it's Pegasus looking tired at the moment.
Yeah. Although it does seem, the game does seem to be going on to the nerves of the Uppsala players as well. They do not seem as explosive anymore. But I mean, we've seen tides change so much in this game. It's entirely possible they're coming back with a new amount of energy in a second.
Yeah, we're just seeing sloppier passes as teams get tired. Just needs one player to grab it by the horns and just go drive. Just back yourself through, players. We've not seen the best contact here in this game. So go and back yourself to plough through someone.
And that was a catch. Might have been the wrong decision by Pegasus beater here to first take out the Uppsala beater instead of the Uppsala seeker.
Yeah, typically your priority is to be on the seeker. They're the ones who can win the game, not the beat. Well, the beats do in the long run, but
I fully understand the idea though. Just seeing like the beater is not looking your direction because he expects you to beat the seeker, and then taking out the beater instead. Sadly, that was one of those second decisions that might have gone the wrong way.
Yeah, we're seeing the
is good.
Catch is good. W-Dala Wingdos get, I think, their first win in the entire tournament here versus Prague Pegasus with a 200 star, 200. Prague Pegasus played a hell of a game, got in there 3 more times, but in the end, I think it was just the athleticism of Uppsala, and, well, they just managed to get it out in the end.
Yeah, they look. You're right. They look much more athletic. They use their height advantage. And we saw lots of beating in this game.
Absolutely.
A lot of people willing to throw, whether it's in the right times or not, and that makes for an exciting game always.
Possibly helped by the fact Pegasus head coach is a beater in Michael Skacha, so maybe he just laid the focus on the beater game here. It's certainly possible because the chaser game did not seem as up to speed as the beater game was.
He was certainly one of the more aggressive beaters I've seen this weekend as well, playing mostly on the opposing team's keeper line. But
I think there's a couple of good things to take away here from the Pegasus chaser lineup, because there was some real good efforts shown, some good drives if they just finished the drives and just like ran through the people a little more instead of trying for the last pass before the hoops. There could have been some. There's definitely things you can build up upon for the Pegasus. So this loss will hurt, but when they watch the game tape, they'll see what there is to improve, and they'll see there is a lot of things they can build upon. Build upon. I think
definitely, and
it's a tough loss, but it's something that Pegasus can improve on.
They had that stint in the middle where they got right back into the game, and it was led by their Greek keeper, who had an excellent stint where he scored 3 hoops on the bounce. And that's the sort of periods of the game they need to look at and try and replicate in the future. But it was a really well-deserved win here by the Swedish team. I was really impressed by them. First time I've seen them today, and they did not look out of place here.
Yeah, absolutely. They did have some pretty tough opponents here. They'd had Malacca Vikings in the round before. Their Swiss games were also... But imagine if they won against Malacca Vikings. Pegasus would not have been able to compete against Vikings at all, simply because their Greek keeper wouldn't have stopped laughing. All right, enough of talking about Malacca. We are probably going to move on to our analyst desk. Oh, to our interview directly.
Interview with Tom Fisk coming up for you guys.
Yes.
He's a knowledgeable man. He knows all about.
Yes.
He knows about everything.
How to even start. But we're told to cut it anyway, so I'm giving it away. My name was Richard Tukovic.
And I'm Brett.
And talk to you again.
Yeah, I'll see you later.